Presenting our Director Award is one of the stars of American Hustle and an actor whose resume includes iconic turns in the Avengers, Mission Impossible, The Bourne Legacy. He's a two-time Academy Award nominee for his performances in The Hurt Locker and The Town. Please welcome Jeremy Renner.
Hey, what's happening? You guys hungry? I had a whole bowl of peanuts. It's killing me, man. I got it on my glasses. I can't even. Anyway, never mind. Anyway. Those who work behind the camera often get overlooked because the glory tends to point towards those who are in front of the camera, which I think is a shame. You laugh? But without the army of those who work tirelessly to ensure that the film is the best it can be, there would be no glory to share. As for directors, well, some manage their sets, some, others quietly control it. David O. Russell is one of those. Working with David on American Hustle was equal parts exhilarating and exhausting because he shoots with this 360-degree point of view, which makes it virtually impossible to really kind of even be behind the camera anyway. But he commands excellence from every single person involved in the production and inspires them to be their best at every turn. As a collaborator, David leads with his big heart. I love your big heart, brother. And his passion is infectious. And he sets the precedent as if this is all of our movie. So he's listening to all ideas, criticism, compliments, with equal weight, but with a singular vision and voice. Particularly on character and behavior, David allows his actors to reach places that they've not gone before, achieving epic failures, thank you, and insurmountable successes, which I believe is the best place for any actor to be, a place of fearlessness. And for that, I am truly honored to present the Hamilton Behind the Camera Award to my brother, David O. Russell.
Thank you. Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you, Elisabeth. I'm very, very grateful to be here. I feel very grateful to be telling stories in cinema. I feel very grateful to have been inspired with the particular run that I feel blessed to be working in right now of stories beginning with The Fighter, which Mark Wahlberg, who I'm very, very grateful to, brought to me, who introduced me to Christian Bale. And I'd already known Amy Adams, but that was my first time I got to work with her. And Melissa Leo, and many of the other members of that wonderful cast, which then led to a film I'd written earlier called Silver Linings Playbook, and Bradley Cooper, and Jennifer Lawrence, and Robert De Niro, and Jackie Weaver, and to these beautiful people, getting to bring the families of both films together in a way. Christian Bale, Amy Adams, Bradley Cooper, Jennifer Lawrence, Amy Adams, Jeremy Renner, just a joy. I mean, I just feel blessed to work with these actors and have them take risks with me and to give me their hearts and parts of their lives to tell stories that are about people who have to put their feet on the floor every day and reinvent their lives. Each of these movies is a story of reinvention. The people all start out where their lives are a mess and they've made terrible mistakes. And I'm in love with not only with the people who struggle in some very flawed and human way through all these adventures, I'm in love with the enchantment of their world. The music they listen to, the food they eat, the bedrooms they make love in, everything about their lives. And I just feel blessed to be up here. And it was about over 20 years ago, I was a bartender and a teacher in New York City, and I would go and do coverage for Fox and MGM, and I'd go into the New Line building to submit my unsolicited writing, and in the downstairs of that building was a Hamilton Watch store. And I would look in the window of that Hamilton watch store, and I lived in an apartment about as big as this stage that looked into a brick wall of a YMCA. And the watches in the window cost more than I made in a month or several months or maybe even a year in some cases. And so to me, corny as it may sound, I feel very blessed to be standing here today. Thank you very much.
"310 to Yuma," "Sideways," "The Ides of March," "Walk the Line," "The Descendants." Those are some pretty fantastic films. But I think we all can agree that they wouldn't be as memorable without their evocative and beautiful looks, which is the work of our next honoree. He's getting the Lifetime Achievement in Cinematography, Phaedon Papa Michael. Phaedon began his career as a cinematographer in 1983 in New York City, where he worked as a journalist. His journey into film began on hits such as While You Were Sleeping, Cool Runnings, Phenomenon, and Unstrung Heroes. But his trophy shelf started filling up after working on Wim Wenders' The $1 Million Hotel, which won the Grand Jury Prize and Golden Camera Awards at Berlin Film Festival in 2000. Phaedon went on to collect the Kodak Vision Award for Best Cinematography for 27 Missing Kisses. And later that same year, both films were nominated for Best Cinematography at the Camera Image Awards. Speaking of the Camera Image Awards, Phaedon made a return trip there in 2005 to collect the Golden Frog President's Award for Best Cinematography for his work on James Mangold's Walk the Line. And he is about to depart to Camera Image 2013, where Nebraska will be in the main competition. And Phaedon is probably not done collecting his hardware, as his gorgeous vision will soon be showcased in Alexander Payne's Nebraska, not to mention February's release of George Clooney's The Monuments Men. But enough hearing me talk, which I've done plenty tonight. Let's take a look at some of the best moments of Phaedon Papa Michael's brilliant career.